He's up.
Pat Allman, a sophomore linebacker. Mahnomen has 358 yards rushing. The Prep Bowl record is 362, so they're 4 yards shy. Albany set that record here in 1989. 4 yards shy of tying it. Mahnomen, 3rd down and 12 at its own 46-yard line. Sikora. He's going to keep it. Big pursuit. Broke free. Sikora still going to the 49-yard line, and he wound up getting 2 or 3 yards on that play. How in the world did he do that? It's a great little bit of running by the sophomore quarterback Jeremy Sikora of the Mahnomen Indians.
That'll force a punt for one of the few times today for Mahnomen, as you see Sikora trying to do the.
That's Troy Donahue, 23 there. Excuse me, Jimmy.
Trying to do the straight arm and some nifty running. Probably hasn't shown the speed of some of the guys that are playing ahead of him, but nimble of foot there for Sikora.
Chris Newman will punt now for Mahnomen. This hasn't had to happen very often. He averages pretty well. That'll be caught at the 20-yard line by Matt Rogers, and he'll be brought down, and we've got a penalty marker on the play at the hit, as Rogers got about 2 yards on his return. And there another one. This has been happening here. Another face mask penalty. Yep, there it is right there.
So another 15-yard penalty, and that's really been about the only way Mankato Loyola has made yardage here in the second half. 3 touchdowns in each half for Mahnomen. 2 by Jeremy Miller, 1 by Eric Bellinger, and it's comfortably in the win column for Mahnomen at 42-0.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Sweep left and going no place. Gain of 3, maybe 4 on the yard, and it's rough at this point. 42-0. Words don't mean a lot. But again, this was supposed to be a rebuilding year. That was Pat Allman down on the bench. He was the guy who was helped off a while ago. This is supposed to be a rebuilder for the Crusaders, so look out down in Section 2C in the Minnesota River Conference. Crusaders will be back next year. Colin Rogness stands and delivers, and it is picked off and almost intercepted by Mike Halverson, number 47 of the Mahnomen Indians. That's the second time he's nearly hauled it back, but he's got a paw up there.
Well, not much to throw to there. Good coverage, but you have to take a chance in this particular situation. Halverson doing a good job defending on the play.
Now 3 minutes even to go in the game. Class C championship going to the Tribe. 42-0 at this point. It is 3rd and 6 at the Loyola 41. Crusaders, Rogness for Sistrunk. Everybody knows he can break one if he's allowed to get free, but he sure was not allowed to get free that time. Mike Kirsch, number 35, was in there.
See it again as Sistrunk trying to get an angle where he can pick up the necessary yardage. Needed 5 or 6 there on 3rd down, but it forces a kicking situation again for Mankato Loyola on their own 37-yard line.
Grant Gunderson was in on the stop as well, number 52. He's a junior. Trying to pick up a few for you. There's Mike Sistrunk, and what a season he's had. Man, oh man, he had over 1,000 yards rushing for this season. He had 1,020 as of halftime. He will wind up this game with 51 yards, but he's been their offensive threat at all times. That really went off the laces and bounds. Whoops, wrong side of the 50. Big Mahnomen bounce, and finally it'll be
about a 4 or 5 yards on that
that's
punt.
Going to be about it. So
kind of typical of the breaks that the Crusaders have gotten.
Bad to worse here in the late going for the Mankato Loyola Crusaders.
Barring a turnover, this will be the last possession of the game as Mahnomen will run it at him from the 41.
1 minute 45 seconds to go. 42-0 Mahnomen. +5 it turns out to be. We're a yard off. Fake hand and good penetration by the Loyola defense. Sikora was waiting on a timed play, and the Crusaders went swarming to the ball. And many new faces in the lineup now. Scott Sheldon, as we mentioned, was in there. He was in on that stop. Where's number 76? Mahnomen now 2nd and 14 at its own 45-yard line. Jeremy Sikora, 6'3", 170 sophomore. Backup quarterback to Hyder this year. And they lost their fine quarterback Jeremy Oakland to graduation last year. This is apparently an audible for Sikora. He'll keep it himself. I'll tell you, the Loyola Crusaders are going right at it here, right up to the last second, and they continue that swarming defense, working the radar now as Matt Rogers, the sophomore defensive end, led the way to wrap up Sikora. That was broken almost as it started. Mike Kennedy, a junior defensive tackle, in there too, number 69. So the audible didn't pan out. Clock running down with 19 seconds to go in the ball game. It'll be the last play from scrimmage here. It's 3rd down and 13 for Mahnomen at the Loyola 44-yard line. Sikora hands off, and Tony Athman, the sophomore fullback, will carry it for another yard or two. Well, Mahnomen now is going to hang on, and time runs out. That'll be it, as the Mahnomen Indians have, I believe, now set a new Prep Bowl record for team offense. We'll check what the final numbers are, but they were very, very close. The game is over, and the Tribe has attacked again. The final score, the Mahnomen Indians 42 and the Mankato Loyola Crusaders nothing. No, they did not set the new Prep Bowl record, but they were very, very close. In any event, they repeat as Class C champions. A perfect season at 14-0 as Ken Bauman caps his 23rd season with his 215th career win. And that's the deal for the Mahnomen Indians. So they will stop Mankato Loyola's season at 9-5, but the Loyola Crusaders have nothing to be ashamed about here, Gilly. For a team that's supposed to be rebuilding, they lost 4 games, but they came rolling on in here with a unique defense and a good pressure offense. They got a lot of talent on that team, and we're going to see some of those guys, quite a few of those guys, as a matter of fact, next year.
Well, they were a surprising team, but maybe suited to this turf, and that's what gave them a little momentum. They've got some quickness too, and they were 4-4 during the regular season, but put it together at playoff time, got the 3 wins, and got into a situation against a much more experienced team with a unique individual. Jeremy Miller, incredible performance, the all-time Prep Bowl rushing record.
Let's join our PA announcer, Vance Crosby, now for the post-game celebration.
Please.
42-0 Mahnomen, the final score over Mankato Loyola. Guess they're not quite ready to do it here, but they're going to go over to their respective sections.
First, fans, your attention is directed to the area in front of the Mankato Loyola Rooter section. Minnesota State High School League representatives Jim Robinson and Larry McKay will present silver medals and the 2nd place trophy to the captains of the Mankato Loyola team. Now, fans, your attention is directed to the Rooter section and the Mahnomen side. The Mahnomen players will receive gold medals and their championship trophy.
Well, there they are. hardware. There's the hardware going home to Mahnomen as the Mahnomen Indians repeat as Class C champions. Pepsi salutes the winner of this Class C championship game, the Mahnomen Indians, and in fact both teams for being here. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company will donate $100 in the name of each school to the Minnesota State High School League Hall of Fame Fund. Again, congratulations to Mankato, Loyola, and Mahnomen from Pepsi. The final score, Mahnomen 41, Mankato Loyola nothing. The Mahnomen Indians take the Class C hardware back home.